Good morning. Right now I am at the side of a mountain road, and this mountain road is about to lead up to the top of a mountain nearby from where I live, and I am hoping that when we get up there we will be above the clouds. I mean, it's not so cloudy anymore anyway, but if you look up there, I don't know if you can actually see it because of all the condensation on the window. I don't know if you could see that, but basically we've had a cloudy morning, but I knew that today is supposed to become a bit more sunny during the day. So I was thinking that maybe the clouds are quite low, and if we drive up here, we might get a really nice view. Sunrise is already about an hour late now, but I think because it's winter sunlight is beautiful all the time almost, so I guess it shouldn't really matter that we're a bit late. So yeah, let's check it out. Have arrived, and the view is amazing. Let's go. Would you look at this? Okay, time to get the first shot. So here's the first shot, and what a start this is. I'm so glad I decided to just hope for the inversion in the weather and come up here. That bed of clouds is such a beautiful weather phenomenon, and in this first shot I tried to get that small shed and the road as the subject with the clouds and the mountain in the background. I think this worked out wonderfully. Then I barely walked any further and already saw the next thing I wanted to shoot. I wanted to get this forest here with the clouds in the background. This is it, and I love it. I enjoy how this photo is split in layers from front to back. I'm liking that sign there. And it's saying I should get too close, I think. This is the shot, and I love how it turned out. The sign works well as a subject, but of course the photo is more about the entire atmosphere up here. I also appreciate the details here, such as the snow on the sign, which gives it a wild touch. I got a second perspective of the same shot here, and this one is a bit more straight and flat. I think both are beautiful, however, I think I prefer the first one. So, I think my job is a bit too easy at the moment. Guys, come on, look at this. I could just shoot anything and it's gonna look fantastic probably. I mean, look at this. Whoa. So we're getting into risky territory here. I better not slip here. So here I just wanted to get a simple photograph of the mountain peeking out of the clouds, and it worked fine. However, in comparison to the previous photos, I think it's a little boring. Okay, so the shot I just got there was really simple, but I mean, come on. Simple photos of this view are acceptable. And so I got two more simple photos, this one and then this one, and I have to say this photo here seems to work better than the other simple cloud and mountain photo, which I found a bit boring. I feel that the simplicity is more intentional here and therefore it works more effectively. Another factor might be the mountain's shape, which in this photograph fits this kind of composition better. Alright, then next over here, I'm really liking how the clouds are slowly coming up the mountain. So I got two shots of this view, one vertical and one horizontal. I think I prefer this one, it simply seems to suit the scene better. Here too, I am loving these layers. The composition starts out in the foreground with the snowy mountain ridge, then we move on to the midground where the two mountains peek their tops out of the vast bed of the clouds, And lastly, at the back, we get another mountain, a rocky one, showing itself in the far distance. Oh, really? With this weather, there's so little that can go wrong. How about this? So what I was seeing here are the two branches, which I thought might work as a nice subject in focus in front of the bed of clouds. This is it, and I think it's quite nice. I tried to align the mountain in the background to the center of the photo in between the two branches, which creates a balanced composition, I find. Yeah, maybe. Then I walked down this way and was keeping an eye out for other ways to picture the view that I had already shot. I came to a couple trees and bushes and found a possible composition. This is it, and I love this photograph. It's got quite a few more elements than the previous ones, but still feels fairly tidy and intentional. I tried to bring some depth into the composition by having the branches on the right in frame. Something I enjoy a lot in this composition is that the focus has shifted away slightly from the view and is leaning towards the mountain and its trees right in front of me. Especially that tree on the left seems to work as a point of interest, whereas the valley has now become merely the background, a very beautiful one. Whoa, this tree is beautiful. Here's the photo, and again, I'm liking how the tree has become a clear subject and the clouds in the valley are less important as a compositional element. However, I prefer the last photo I got over this one because the composition seemed a bit more sophisticated, whereas this one is a slight mess at the bottom. Alright, so this is definitely going a little too good, much better than any other shoots usually, because I've been here for 10 minutes. I can see the recording here, it's exactly 10 minutes now, and I've shot like 10 photos or so already that are all gonna probably, I think, gonna look pretty good. This weather and this location are just such an unfair advantage at the moment. Like, this is not even a challenge. Or am I completely overestimating the photos? I don't know. I'll see in post then, but for now, on the camera, straight out of camera, they already look really good. Then, walking here, that mountain in the distance to my left caught me again, and I set up another photo. This is the result, and it's fine. Something I enjoy a lot here is the texture of the snow in the foreground. It looks really good. Then I walked on only a couple meters and found another shot. I was aiming to capture this scene with that red and white striped pole. This is it, and it's alright, nothing particularly special. I can't stop turning around to look at this view. After that, I came across these binoculars and thought the silver one could be a cool subject. Here's the photo. I got two versions, one with the binocular in focus and the other with the background in focus, and I think I prefer this one. I'm not exactly sure for what reason, maybe because the focus is on that what one would see when looking through the binoculars, not sure. Then I continued and walked through the bushes and trees here and found a pole in the midst of all the bushes. Here's the photo I got, and I like it. I enjoy how this pole gives the scene a human element to contrast the rest of the photograph. After that, I came to this area where I could see clearly to the tower on this mountain. I really liked the winter base aesthetic of this station, so I set up a composition. This is what I got, and I think it's nothing special, but it does effectively picture that aesthetic that initially attracted me to this scene. I don't know. Then I walked towards the station, and on the way I found another pole, this time with one of those pipe-shaped flags. I'm sure they have a proper name, but unfortunately I don't know it. Anyway, here again I liked this mix of something human and the beautiful scenery. Here's the photo, and I think it turned out nicely. Then I walked up to the pole, to the edge of this rock here. I tried to capture just another photo of this view from up here. This is what I got, and I think in comparison to the others, this photo is a little boring. After that, I decided to continue, but before leaving this area I wanted to get one more photo of the pole, but with some more distance. Then, I was just walking around the top of the mountain, and on this side I found this nearby peak that was spiking out of the cloud. This is the photo I got, and I think it's alright. The weather just makes it easy to make this look spectacular on default. However, photographically, I would not count this composition to the stronger ones of the day. There's not as much structure, I find. Then I entered the forest here to see where this trail leads to. Shortly after, I found this cute trail going straight back to the parking area where I started, so I decided to take this route. But first, I got another photo because this path through the forest with the layer of snow on top and the beautiful sunlight just looked gorgeous. This is it, and it's so simple, but the scene itself is just so pretty that it simply works, I guess. Then, on my way back to the parking area, I tried to get a photo of the forest beside the path because this light was just so beautiful. This turned out surprisingly good actually. I was expecting the photo to have too little structure due to the mess of all the branches everywhere, but the two trees on the left side seemed to be enough for my eyes at least to see some sort of an intentional composition in this frame. And then I couldn't resist, I got two more photos of the cute trail. So as said, this was just the last bit of my walk back to the parking area. However, it was also here that I found so many more little casual photo opportunities like these trees here, which I decided to capture. The photo is nothing special, it's quite casual I'd say, but it wonderfully captures the mood of this morning, which I appreciate a lot about this one. And then I still hadn't gotten enough of this path. Look at these. This is the photo. I tried to capture these cute paw steps in the snow. However, I find in the photo they don't really come across so well. And then I continued the last bit of the walk snapping some more pretty casual photos. None of these are special or portfolio worthy, but I enjoyed the casual act of simply capturing the vibe of this morning. And we're back where we started. Alright, so I'm back where we started. I think today's session is packed with photos, especially at the beginning, because I was just so amazed by the first view. So I guess that's the end of the shoot. And I gotta say, I'm really happy, especially with this like super casual setup. It was really casual. It was just a casual walk and shooting some casual photos, but I think they're gonna be really cool because I got so lucky with the landscape and with the weather today. I hope you liked it. So yeah, a lucky shoot it was indeed. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you have a particular photo that stood out for you personally? I think my favorite is this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, I'd appreciate a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and I'll see you again next week in the next video. Until then, goodbye.